After months of collaboration, observation and analysis, we are very excited to release our 2025 Wine Grape Harvest Report. This report was compiled by the regional viticulture consultants positioned within the region and will give you an overview of the 2025 vintage. This is not just a snapshot. This report was designed to be a future reference tool, so you, the producer, can use that in your decision making and also your strategic planning. We invite you to engage with this report, ask questions and contact the technical team. We all know that there's a lot to unpack, so I'm going to hand over to Etienne Blanche, our Vinpro Consultation Services Team Manager, to give you an overview of the 2025 vintage.
The vintage actually started off a bit shaky. We were a bit concerned. The post-harvest period was really dry, windy, and the onset of the winter cold actually came quite late. But luckily in July, that's when everything happened. We had record amounts of rainfall, a nice couple of cold snaps, and that really put the vineyards into dormancy. In terms of budding and so forth, budding was quite even, but considerably later than the previous year, up to 2 weeks later than in many of the inland growing regions. This was positive for two reasons. The first being this saved a lot of vineyards from frosts. The previous season, in 2024, we suffered quite a bit of early spring frost, so it was great to escape those frosts. And then we entered a really cool and moderate and dry growing season. And this kind of slow pace to the growth, etc., continued throughout the season up until Christmas, actually. On Christmas Day, we had a bit of a heat event, especially in the Swartland and other dryland growing areas where temperatures surpassed 40 degrees Celsius. In essence, the berries weren't used to that heat, and we got a bit of sunburn. But then temperatures dropped again, and we had a lovely cool January during veraison, and this really led to amazing, all of the winemakers talk about analyses. The juice attributes were fantastic in terms of high acidities, low pHs, these cool temperatures, and particularly big shifts in terms of night and day temperatures created a lot of good color development within the grape berries, and this really set the tone for a great harvest. The moderate and dry conditions actually continued for most of harvest, and then right at the end we had a bit of a peak in terms of temperatures, and also still quite dry, and this really helped to get those last late ripening varieties into the wineries in optimal conditions. So if you're looking to dive into the details, please visit Vinpro's website, www.vinpro.co.za, to find the latest harvest report, but also previous harvest reports if you want to pin them against each other. Thanks for watching.